think that the media representation of piracy that you get from watching films like Pirates of the Caribbean or from practically any drama, and also from some documentary material, is this idea of a swashbuckling hero, an action hero really is what the modern pirate has evolved into. And while I suppose it's representative of a very tiny minority of pirates, most of the time it represents a complete distortion of what was actually going on. And there are numerous examples from the history of piracy of incredible brutality by pirates. And what you don't really realise is that some of these people were sadistic psychopaths. Notably, there was a pirate called Lolonois who, on one occasion, captured a group of Spanish seamen, and because they wouldn't give him the information they wanted, he hacked out the heart of one of them and gnawed on it with his teeth, threatening the rest with the same fate. The classic pirate punishment, of course, is walking the plank, but there are very, very few documented instances of this. There was one example of a Dutch ship where the crew were captured and the pirates made some of them walk the plank. But this is really an isolated example. That's just the one instance that we know of that where this is an authenticated punishment. Much more often, pirates marooned their victims. They put them on a desert island and they left them with a gun with a few pistol balls and some powder. Pirates certainly were obsessed with treasure. It was their motive. But what we regard as treasure would not necessarily have been exactly what pirates would think of as treasure. They weren't just seeking gold doubloon, all the rest. Their idea of treasure was also things like medical drugs. When Blackbeard sailed into one port, what he demanded from the people of the port was drugs to cure the pox, for one thing, among their crew. You have to think of treasure in a slightly broader sense than I think we do now. There were a few women on pirate ships. It was very unusual. The best known examples are a couple of pirates called Mary Read and Anne Bonny. Mary Read was certainly a lot more brave than some of her pirate compatriots. There's one well authenticated example of when the ship that Mary Read was serving on was attacked. All of the rest of the crew were cowering below decks, and she stood at the top of a companionway, fired her pistol down into the hold, and shouted down at them, "Come out and fight like men or die like dogs!" Pirates have been misrepresented for a century or more, but I don't think that historians were ever under any illusion about the representation of pirates. I think that the representation of pirates in the media has tended to be simply what's commercial. A pirate is an appealing character, and that's a money-making opportunity. So novelists and people in the film industry, they don't want to shatter the illusion that people have of pirates being swashbuckling romantic heroes. It's if it sells films, if it sells books, why change it?